So let's get into the empties and new products and what I would repurchase. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping in. Well, today I have, my basket's kind of empty right now because I just kind of took everything out, but this is my little basket that I have been accumulating products that I have used up. And the question is, would I repurchase them? And also, I have been saving boxes of products that I have purchased pretty much since the beginning of the year. And maybe one or two of these I purchased towards the very end of last year, but I've used them throughout this time period for the last 5 or 6 months, and I pretty much feel like I can give a good assessment on the product and whether or not it would be something that I would reuse or repurchase, or talk about, is it something that I think is worth purchasing. So I'm going to just start off by talking about this. Oops, this is the Revlon hair dryer. It's the brush. It's I've done a couple of videos on this. I've demonstrated in one. This is a great product. This is a product that I did buy this year. I think I've had it for about 3 months, and I have not used anything else to dry my hair other than this. And I have I just have nothing but good to say about it, and I kind of wonder sometimes how come some of these items don't really get, you know, like a good push, like you don't see them more often. This was has a price point of $60. It was, I think, $59.95, and I got it at Walmart. And like I said, it's the Revlon, and it's just a great product. I love it, and I'll link my videos below that I demonstrated the use of it. So this is what I have been using, and if it burns out, breaks down, or something happens, I would definitely repurchase this. Next, I'm going to talk about, I think next I'll do talk about Colleen Rothschild and a couple of products that I have here. First of all, Colleen Rothschild Radiant Cleansing Balm. I love this stuff. Now, this isn't empty. As you can see, it's getting there, but I put a big dent in it. I've used this particular balm for the last couple of years, and I love it. I think it does, what it does for your skin is amazing. It's such a beautiful conditioner. After you use it, you put it all over your skin. It takes off every stitch of makeup, and you wipe it off with a nice warm muslin cloth, and it just removes all of your makeup, including your eye makeup. Now, I don't like getting all the black and everything on the muslin, so I'll remove my eye makeup separately, and I will talk to you about what I use for that. And when I made a purchase, I got a couple of these things sent as little gifts, and these are the 100% super soft facial cottons. They're 100% premium cotton. Oh, these are wonderful. Now, I use these cotton pads for my eyes to remove the mascara and just really to clean. It's soft, it doesn't scratch, doesn't pull at my skin. I've been using the Shiseido cotton pads for many years. You get a nice stack of them. They're really nice for that purpose. And you know, you might be thinking, well, what's wrong with regular cotton pads? Well, nothing. But sometimes, and I can feel it right now, there's these little hard, tiny particles that can really irritate your skin, irritate your eye, or scratch your eye. And sometimes if you're too rough with them, you know, you just feel it. These feel good against your skin, and they're soft. And I think because of the texture of these, you tend to just be more gentle with your eyes. So I love these. I went through a whole package of them. This was another one that was in something I ordered, and I'm going to finish up using my Shiseido ones that I use for removing my eye makeup. And then I'm going to reorder the Rothschild ones because I like them better than the Shiseido ones. And this is a definite reorder. Like I said, I've used this and then I ran out, and I knew I was getting low, and I happened to be at TJ Maxx, and I had read and heard a lot about Take the Day Off Clinique. It's good. It's a balm. It's a little bit harder in consistency than this. This is a softer, like almost like a whipped balm, and this is harder. And I'm being very honest, but I just feel like this doesn't condition my skin. It doesn't leave that nice softness to it like this does. So I will not just throw this away. What I've been doing is a couple of times a week I've been using this, but oh, when you have this in the house, it's hard to use something else. And I just thought, well, I got it at TJ Maxx, and I thought I can get it at a little reduced rate. I was out of the Colleen Rothschild. I'll just use this, and then, maybe I'll like this better, but I don't. This is the one that, and it's gone. You just reorder it. And it does come with a muslin cloth, so that's really good. And the other Colleen Rothschild that I have been using in the shower is the Honey Vanilla Creamy Oil Body Wash. And you can see I'm about right there on it. This is a beautiful body wash for your skin. Very moisturizing, very conditioning. I love it. It's creamy and it smells wonderful. And I'm just all about that because my skin is dry and it just itches. It doesn't matter what season it is, but when I'm really moisturizing and conditioning it, it'll be good to me. So if I'm good to it, it will be good to me. And since we're talking about conditioners and body oil stuff, I bought this during the Sephora sale, and I've been using it every single day. In the summer and spring, I like to have a body cream that I use that has that nice summery scent. And for me, the summery scent is anything that represents the beach, coconut, pineapple. I just love that scent. I could just smell it on me all day long. And this is Coco Cabana Cream Moisture Magnet Oil in Water Body Cream. I got this during the Sephora sale. A little bit goes a long way, and I kind of savor it, but then sometimes I just slather it on because it is yummy. And I love it. Last couple of summers I was using the Bobbi Brown oil. I still have a little bit of that left. That smells just like the beach. It smells wonderful, and it absorbs into your skin so you don't feel like it's greasy. And this also, because it's that oil in water, it has a different texture when it goes on. It almost feels kind of like a damp, nice body cream, and it's just refreshing. And ooh, this is a good body cream. Good body cream. So loving that. And then I think the last kind of skin body product I have is this. Show you this bar here. This is Burt's Bee balm soap, and this is the let me dig out the box. Burt's Bee Baby. It's called a buttermilk soap, and my daughter-in-law used to use this on my granddaughter when she was a baby, and that's when I first was exposed to it. And I know one time when she was getting a bath and we were just using it, I was using it on her, and I was like, oh, what is this soap? This is heaven. It smells babyish. It's wonderful, and it's just really soothing on your skin, and it feels good. So what I do is I keep it in this case in the shower because I slather myself up when I'm shaving my legs and under my armpits. It's so soothing. Now you might say, well, why can't you do that with this cream? Well, this is a great body cream for your body. It feels good. It gets real creamy, but this just razor just glides over your skin. It feels good. So, listen, the combination of what I'm using, by the time I get out of that shower, my skin is like soft like cotton, and that's the way I want it. So I used to be able to get these at Publix grocery store, but I can't find them anymore. So I get them through Amazon and usually order like 3 at a time, but keep it in a case because then that way it lasts longer. Love it. It's great. Next is another product that I have been using for the last 2 to 3 months. I think more on the lines of 3 months, because I switch off in between, is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. It's called Instant Turnaround Moisture. Ooh, I don't know if you can see that. That's pretty bright. Pretty much I'm down in there. I've still got, I still got a good amount left in here, but I've used a lot of it. It's nice. It does feel good. Is it better than what I was using? No, I don't think so. I think I like the moisturizing face creams that I have been using with the face regimen system that I've been using for the last 2.5 years. A nice product. Would I repurchase it again? Right now at this stage, I probably wouldn't. I would just go back to what I was using. I wanted to try something different. And I do think that my skin does better when I keep it not stagnant, and every now and then I just change it up because I listen. Am I feeling drier? Am I feeling oilier? Am I getting rashier? Is there more red? I just listen to my skin. And so I wanted to try something new. I do like a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products, mostly the makeup line. So I decided I would try this. And but again, in all fairness, it's not a matter, okay, would I repurchase it right now? I would say probably not, because I think I would tend to go back to what I was using. But it is a nice product. Another product, and just to talk about, getting exposed to that, I get some of these samples when you make a purchase, and they send you a couple of different samples. Like I got one for the Flawless filter, and I got one for the Magic foundation and the Magic cream, and had a couple of each, and I liked it. So that kind of is an idea of, okay, well, I didn't have any breakouts, or I didn't notice any itching or redness with it, so I might tend to want to try it. So that's how I tried some of those. And so these are good ways of being able to get exposed to a product, and just trialing it for a few days. Another Charlotte Tilbury is the Magic foundation, and I am in the Fair Pink. I love it. It's nice. It's a great foundation. My all-time favorite foundation, though, is NARS. Been using NARS for several years, and I've tried many other foundations. Not that they're not good, but if I have to go dressy somewhere, I'm pulling out NARS. That's what I'm using. Oops. And another product that I just got a couple of months ago, and now I don't use this every day, but I've been kind of fooling around with it a little bit, is I've been mixing this with my Clinique, and my Clinique BB cream acne solution. You've seen me demonstrate that, use it and pull it out. I always have a spare on hand, and it's so worn out you can't even see the writing on it. Light medium, use it all the time. I've been mixing this Flawless filter. This is a doe foot applicator. So what I've been doing is just like putting it on my face or putting it here on the top of my clean hand, and then a few drops of this, shakes this really good, and mix it with my Sonia Kashuk sponge and use it as an applicator. This flawless filter gives you a really nice glow, but you know, I don't want to go out there and be like, no, you know, the sun is like, because even out in the light, it just sometimes, you know, like if I'm in the car and so I think, whoa, there's a lot of glowing going on and it's not oil. So mixing these, I saw someone do it and they were talking about it and I thought, I'm going to try it. So I've been doing it all this week, and I like the results. It's really nice. So now that flawless filter has got a lot in it, and a little bit goes a long way, so it will be lasting a long time. This is a repurchase always, and usually when I do order, I'll order 2 because I use it all the time. And another item that I do use, Bye Bye foundation. Now this Bye Bye foundation is It Cosmetic. I love this. This has an SPF of 50 in it. It's a full coverage moisturizer, and I have a new one because it is a repurchase. I'm getting to the very end of this, but what I will do with this is what I've talked about. I'm sorry, I have my trash bin here because I saved the boxes because I knew I was going to do this video, you know, sooner or later, and this is an accumulation of about 6 months. So no, I didn't go out and just buy all this stuff in one haul, that's for sure. But I'm down to the end of this, and what I do is this. I cut the tubing because there's so much product that still remains in the bottom of the well, and if you clean your top off after you're done, you just put it back on and just continue to use it so you can use up all the product. Now you can see a light through there, so I've pretty much squeezed everything down, and this definitely is a repurchase. Here it is. I repurchased, and this time I went with the I'm trying to see, the light medium, and this one was the light. This is a better match for me, so this is definitely always a repurchase. And what I'll do is, getting to that point, because I've been kind of mixing these two together a little bit, it just depends. I try not to get any sun on my face. I'm always using SPF in my moisturizer, in my foundations, wearing brimmed hats. I don't want the exposure. I'll cut this again, clean the top off, and then just put it over it and use up everything else that's in it, because that is awful when no more will come out of the squirter. So a repurchase, and I've already done that. Another favorite of mine is the skincare line that I use, and that's by Rodan+Fields, and I do switch off between Reverse and Redefine, and I also use the Acne face wash a couple of times at night when I'm doing my nighttime routine, because I just think it just kind of, you know, I usually will use it and then I do a mask to follow to just kind of purge my skin. So and so this has been replaced. This is another product that's been replaced, and products that I have used up, Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I've tried recently in the last 6 months the Charlotte Tilbury brow pencil. It's a great pencil. I like it. It's soft. It has a nice application. It's angled at the end. It's nice, but I just couldn't find the color to really match what I was looking for. So I was able to kind of mix the two together. And so you might be thinking, well, you have your eyes microbladed. Well, you still do a little emphasis to make them just a little bit more pronounced. Like for me, I just do a little bit right through here, down through there. I was extending my tip because this is what I had her work on this time, because I wanted the tip to be a little bit longer. But all around favorite is, oh, not that box, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. And I've got two pencils that I have gone through and have replaced. And yes, as you can see, issue with the spoolie breaking off, but I've contacted the company, and they have also instructed me, sent me replacements, and even one of those broke. But hey, that's okay. I have my own spoolie that I use. So, but great product, always repurchasing. And I used the color granite, and now it's going to be a better match for me. And next is my MAC Prep and Prime, and this is been replaced. And yes, I've been using this probably ever since it came out. I love it. I don't just use it alone. Some days I do, because I can get away with it. I don't need to, but I have been pairing it up with, this is the Magic Away liquid concealer that my daughter-in-law kind of got me hooked on, and as you can see, I've already gone through half of it. But great concealer, highlighter, does really nice job around the under, the under eye area. It's good on my skin. It blends well. This definitely would be a repurchase. It's a product that, like I said, I've been using enough to know that yes, this has great blending power. I really like it. So that's a good thing. And I need a sip. I've just been so thirsty today. Parched, and I'm trying to get through this quickly. It Cosmetic, you know me, I'm a powder girl, and I'm always looking for something better. This is a great compressed powder. Now, this is called Bye Bye Pores. Love it. I have had this now for, probably since, I think I bought this in February. Yeah, February or around March time, and I've used it every day. It feels good. It does kind of blur your skin to where it just gives you a nice finish. Now, it's a compressed powder. It's not a finishing powder. I started using this. This is one of the products I was talking about last year, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Finish. This is my finishing powder. I love this. I have one that I carry in my purse, so yes, this is definitely something that I purchase and I would repurchase again. But this as I like loose powder, I like compressed powder. I think they both do different things. I need something a little heavier during the summer because my skin is oily. So this, I think, has been like a perfect match for me, and I really like it. What else? That's the Bible. Oh, perfect. CeraVe Moisturizing Cream. I love this product for the drier winter months. This is great. Sometimes, do you know how your skin in the back of your arms can feel kind of dry, and it just has that little rough patches, those little pimples, or I don't know if they're pimples or what, but sometimes I get them and it's just like a dry area of this. Clears it up. This stuff is great. This is really nice and moisturizing. If your skin gets like dry and itchy in the winter this stuff really works great. And I pretty much keep a jug of this around, not so much in the summer because like I say, I use the other heavier moisturizing creams, but this I do use a lot in the winter. I love to use this after a shower when I'm getting ready to go to bed and rub it all over my feet and put on a pair of socks. Now I don't like sleeping in socks, but just to keep the moisture in, I will for a couple of hours and then I have to kick the socks off. But this is so nice. CeraVe, and this is, you know, drugstore moisturizing cream. It's a great product. The Milani Soft and Sultry palette, I've demonstrated the colors in that. I know I'm making a ton of noise, aren't I? Knocking everything over. This is a drugstore palette. I use this quite a bit. It's beautiful colors, beautiful colors. I mean, they're just so soft. And of course, I don't do too much of the shimmery ones, but outlining my lower lashes and stuff with the darker ones. But these colors here, just love them. And so this is a great palette that I did buy at Ulta, and I've been using it really consistently for the last, I don't know, last couple of months. So it's hard to say with eyeshadow palettes. Okay, would I go out and repurchase it? Because there's just so many that come out, and you're always, you know, willing and wanting to try a new palette. And another palette I did get was the Urban Decay Naked. I do like their eyeshadows, but this one, I loved these colors. They're just so pretty. I thought maybe I might have sampled them, and I like them because I think they're super pretty for spring and summer. Well, I kind of did that upside down then, didn't I? But see how pretty those colors are? I think they would blend and go with just about anything. And so I did get this and been wearing this too, between this and the Milani palette off and on quite a bit. So yeah, I mean, if there were no other palettes, eyeshadow palettes out there on the market, or you know, just a few, and I think I would pretty much use those up and want to repurchase them. Or let me just put it this way, are they worth the purchase? Yes, if those are your colors and you like those colors. I mean, I'm just not one into the greens, the blues, and the really bold. I've just always been more on the earth tone, subtle colors. And you know, do I have one favorite palette out of all of the eyeshadow palettes I have? Yes. And the one favorite palette for me is Tom Ford. It's just that palette that, and believe it or not, I have been using this palette for well over a year. I waited a long time to get it. I love it. It's just the perfect colors combination. This blends beautifully, and it's just like, I just feel like it just keeps growing. I mean, I'm like, I use this thing all the time, but it just still looks like it's got a whole lot of life left, and that's what I like, because, you know, when the sale goes on, that's the time to make that kind of purchase. But I think that's all I have. I think I shared just about everything with you that has either been a new product or a repurchase, or something that I've used long enough to say yay or nay on. And I didn't do a whole lot on hair products. I actually don't think I had any hair products, but I think I'll keep that for a separate video. So I think I've yacked long enough, and until next time, be kind, be humble, age gracefully, and see you in my next video. Bye.